10 shocking facts about North Korea that will leave you speechless. Imagine being banned from smiling for 11 days. What if someone forbade you from smiling for nearly 2 weeks? Sounds absurd, right? Well, in North Korea, this is an annual reality. Every year, while the rest of the world celebrates holidays and rings in the new year, North Korean citizens must keep a straight face due to a strict mourning period ritual. For 11 days, they are forbidden from laughing, drinking, or doing anything remotely fun to mark the death anniversary of their former leader, Kim Jong-il. If that sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, just wait until you hear some of the other shocking facts about life under the rule of the Kim dynasty. These facts are so bizarre that you might not believe people actually live like this. So, if you want to peek behind the curtain of the world's most secretive nation, this is the video for you. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload from our channel. Now, let's dive into 10 shocking facts about North Korea that will leave you in awe. Understanding the mysterious nation of North Korea. Before we jump into the shocking facts, let's take a closer look at what makes this secretive country so unique. For decades, North Korea has captured the curiosity of the world. With tightly controlled borders, the country remains isolated from much of the outside world, allowing only glimpses of life within through satellite imagery and the rare accounts of defectors. North Korea occupies over 55% of the Korean Peninsula, stretching between the Yellow Sea and the East Sea. It covers an area of 46,540 square miles and is home to over 26 million people, most of whom have never experienced life beyond the regime's control. The Korean people once shared a united history and culture, but that changed after Japan's brutal occupation from 1910 to 1945. When World War II ended, the Soviet Union and the United States divided Korea at the 38th parallel, severing families and creating two separate nations. In 1948, North Korea fell under communist rule, with Pyongyang as its capital. Kim Il-sung, a young revolutionary, took power, establishing a dynastic dictatorship that has lasted for generations. Under his leadership, the country adopted an extreme ideology, promoting absolute worship of its leaders while isolating itself from foreign influence. Yet, through rare satellite images and defectors' accounts, we gained small glimpses into the bizarre, highly controlled world hidden behind North Korea's propaganda veil. Now, let's uncover the most shocking facts about life inside North Korea. Number 10. A must-have Kim portrait. In every North Korean home, two mandatory portraits hang in the main living room, one of Kim Il-sung and the other of Kim Jong-il. These portraits are not just decorations. They're sacred symbols of loyalty to the ruling family. The government enforces strict rules on their upkeep. Neighborhood committees conduct routine inspections to ensure the portraits remain clean and undamaged. Even a tiny speck of dust or a misalignment can result in harsh punishment, but the devotion goes beyond maintenance. In the event of a fire, citizens are required to save the portraits before anything else. If a house catches fire, neighbors will help rescue children or the elderly, but before all else, they must grab the portraits. If a citizen prioritizes saving their family over the portraits, the authorities will interrogate them and may even send them to prison for failing to show proper devotion. In North Korea, the leaders are considered more important than any individual's life, a chilling reality of the Kim regime's total control. This is just one of the many shocking facts about life inside North Korea. Stay tuned for the rest of the list, where we uncover even more unbelievable truths. If you found this interesting, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Number 9. Traffic-free country. Imagine driving on a multi-lane highway for hours without encountering another vehicle. Sounds peaceful, right? But in North Korea, it's not just an occasional experience, it's the daily reality. Despite having an extensive network of highways, satellite images show that North Korean roads remain eerily empty. Outside the capital, Pyongyang, the country's freeways and overpasses look like they were built for massive traffic flows. Yet they sit almost completely unused. Why are North Korean roads so empty? Well, private car ownership is rare. Due to economic restrictions, most citizens cannot afford cars. Public transportation is limited. Only major cities have some form of public transit, leaving most areas with little to no transport options. There are strict travel restrictions. North Koreans cannot freely move within their own country. Travel is tightly controlled and requires government approval. As a result, North Korea's grand highways remain vastly underutilized, serving as a stark reminder of the regime's control over its people. So, the next time you're stuck in traffic, spare a thought for North Koreans, where traffic jams simply don't exist because almost no one has a car. Number 8. North Koreans don't like being called North Koreans. What do you call the people living in North Korea? North Koreans, right? Well, not if you ask them. Inside North Korea, citizens reject the idea that their country is a separate entity from South Korea. Instead, they refer to themselves simply as Koreans, refusing to acknowledge the division of the peninsula. Why do they reject the term North Korean? The DPRK claims to be the only true Korea, officially known as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK. The government teaches its people that it is the only legitimate government of the entire Korean Peninsula. State-controlled education reinforces this belief. From a young age, students are taught that South Korea is occupied by foreign puppet rulers and that Pyongyang is the rightful capital of all Korea. Propaganda portrays unification as inevitable. North Koreans are led to believe that one day the entire peninsula will reunite under the rule of the Kim dynasty. As a result, most citizens do not identify as North Koreans. To them, they are simply Koreans waiting for reunification under their government's rule. This deeply ingrained national identity shapes North Korea's policies, reinforcing its refusal to acknowledge the division between North and South as permanent. These are just two of the shocking facts about life inside North Korea. Stay tuned for more mind-blowing insights into one of the world's most secretive nations. If you're enjoying this deep dive, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Number 7, a country with a 100% literacy rate. North Korea officially claims to have a 100% literacy rate, meaning every citizen can read and write. But is this claim accurate? Education in North Korea. Education is mandatory. Every child must complete 6 years of primary schooling, followed by junior and senior secondary education, all of which are state-funded. Teachers hold a respected status. Educators play a key role in shaping students' knowledge, particularly in subjects like math, science, and political ideology. Literacy tests are government-administered. Citizens must pass literacy exams, and failure can result in punishment. No independent verification. Due to North Korea's extreme isolation, its 100% literacy claim cannot be confirmed by external sources. Propaganda-driven education. While literacy is prioritized, the curriculum is heavily restricted, focusing on political ideology rather than critical thinking. International assessments suggest high literacy organizations involved in aid efforts have found universal literacy among North Korean youth and adults, though the depth of their knowledge remains limited. While North Korea's literacy achievement is notable, it's clear that what people can read is tightly controlled by the regime, reinforcing state propaganda over independent thought. Number 6. The 1,000 unpaid Volvos. One of the most bizarre economic scandals in North Korea's history involves 1,000 brand new Volvo cars and a bill that was never paid. The Volvo deal that went unpaid. In the 1970s, Kim Il-sung struck a deal with Sweden, purchasing 1,000 luxury Volvo sedans as part of a trade agreement. Total cost, $330 million. The cars were delivered as promised, but when the invoice arrived, North Korea simply refused to pay. Pyongyang went silent. Sweden repeatedly demanded payment, but North Korea ignored the debt, leaving it outstanding to this day. Where are the cars now? Decades later, these Volvos are still on North Korean roads. Many of these classic sedans continue to serve as taxis and government vehicles, a testament to Sweden's engineering and North Korea's refusal to pay its debts. Sweden still sends annual reminders. Every year, Sweden officially invoices North Korea for the unpaid debt, but the country continues to ignore it. This peculiar saga remains one of the most long-standing unpaid debts in modern history, proving that North Korea's economic dealings can be as unpredictable as its politics. Number 5. Little to no nutritious food. North Korea's culinary scene is a tale of two worlds. While elites feast in secret, the majority of citizens struggle with food shortages. The harsh reality of food in North Korea. Staple foods include cold noodles, tofu, and porridge. These basic meals make up the daily diet for most citizens. Widespread malnutrition due to economic mismanagement, sanctions, and poor agricultural output. Many North Koreans lack access to nutritious food. Secret restaurants for the elite, hidden within Pyongyang. Luxurious dining spots cater exclusively to North Korea's ruling class, offering rare delicacies that most citizens can only dream of tasting. While the general population struggles with food insecurity, the elite few enjoy high-end cuisine, reflecting the extreme inequality within North Korea's closed society. Number 4. State-approved haircuts. For many around the world, hairstyles are a form of self-expression, allowing people to explore creativity, personality, and trends. However, in North Korea, even haircuts are tightly controlled by the state. Women can choose from only 18 state-approved hairstyles, all of which are plain and conservative. Men have even fewer options, with just 10 permitted haircuts, strictly short and simple. No dyed hair, no extravagant styles, and certainly no Western-inspired cuts. Violators risk punishment. The government sees personal appearance as a means of ideological control. Individuality is discouraged and uniformity is enforced. Any deviation from the approved list is seen as a rebellion against the regime, a challenge to North Korea's strict socio-political order. While people elsewhere use hair as a way to explore identity, North Koreans are forced into conformity, where even something as simple as a haircut is dictated by the state. In a society where control is everything, even the scissors are tools of suppression rather than personal transformation. In North Korea, information is one of the most tightly controlled aspects of life. Citizens have almost no access to outside news, ensuring their worldview is shaped entirely by the regime. Only 3 television channels exist, all of which are state-run and broadcast only government-approved content. Radios and televisions are preset to these state channels. Tuning into foreign stations is impossible. The North Korean government's news agency dictates all media, ensuring that every story aligns with the regime's propaganda. Citizens are completely cut off from global events, learning only what the government allows. No access to the internet, foreign newspapers, or independent journalism. North Koreans live in a carefully curated reality where the outside world remains a mystery. Even discussing unapproved news can lead to severe punishment, making free thought nearly impossible. A well-informed population could challenge the regime's authority. By controlling the flow of information, the government ensures no outside ideas threaten its rule. North Koreans grow up believing their country is superior and that the rest of the world is either suffering or corrupt. This keeps loyalty strong and rebellion at bay. For most of the world, news offers diverse perspectives and access to truth. But in North Korea, truth is whatever the government decides it to be. In North Korea, one person's crime can doom their entire family for generations. This is due to the government's strict 3 generations of punishment rule. If a person commits a serious offense, like criticizing the leader, listening to foreign media, or attempting to escape, their punishment doesn't stop with them. Parents, children, siblings, and even grandparents are also considered guilty. Entire families can be arrested and sent to forced labor camps, where they endure harsh conditions, starvation, and brutal treatment. Even babies too young to understand language are taken away, while elders are forced to do hard labor. Families are torn apart with no way of knowing if they'll ever see each other again. Once labeled as criminals, the punishment continues through generations. Even the grandchildren of an offender are doomed to suffer, whether they were alive at the time or not. The government uses this policy to instill fear and absolute obedience. No one dares to rebel when the consequences could destroy their entire bloodline. In North Korea, one mistake doesn't just cost a person their freedom, it can erase an entire family's future. While most countries change leaders through elections or government reforms, North Korea has been ruled by a single family for over 70 years, the Kim dynasty. Kim Il-sung established the dictatorship in 1948, passing power to his son, Kim Jong-il, and now his grandson, Kim Jong-un. No one outside the Kim family has ever been allowed to rule. There are no elections, no democracy, and no chance for change. The Kim family lives in luxury, enjoying palaces, private islands, and fine dining, while ordinary citizens struggle with poverty and famine. Dissent is crushed immediately. Those who even whisper criticism face execution or lifelong imprisonment. Propaganda teaches citizens that the Kims are godlike rulers, making them believe there is no alternative. For generations, North Koreans have lived under the same ruling family, with no hope of ever choosing their own leaders. Unlike other monarchies or dynasties that eventually fell, North Korea's grip remains ironclad, with no signs of relinquishing power. Unless something drastic happens, the Kim dynasty seems destined to continue ruling, unquestioned and unchallenged. And there you have it, 10 shocking facts about North Korea. Which one surprised you the most? If you could design a new system for North Korea, what would it look like? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more eye-opening content. See you on the flip side.